Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there chasing here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you here live and in charge for a little countdown of green action presented by Lunatic Designs. Ready to go to my favorite racetrack in, pretty much all of NASCAR. We're live for the SIM500 WBD Diecast Truck Series here live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We appreciate you all being out there. It sounds like I'm a little under the weather. I'm under the weather. I'm more than under the weather. Have not been feeling the best today, but we're here to call some racing. We're going to have ourselves some fun. Kansas up for tonight as drivers finish up their warm-up here. Here's your race information here tonight for the SIM500 series. The 1.53-mile racing surface, 81 degrees on the track temperature here at practice and warm-up, 77 degrees on the air temperature, 42% humidity, clear skies with a light breeze at 1 mile an hour, 110 laps tonight, 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repair. Here for week 9 in the racing circuit. WBD Diecast, you can check out all of what he's got on his social medias. I encourage you to do so. Custom diecast, you can actually even get your iRacing paint put on a diecast. I encourage you to go do that. Sim500.com if you want to check out the league information and all they've got going on there, and when their next series gets started. Yeah, it's cool. It's calm. It's collect. A couple of driver cams tonight. I want to thank you to Rickman Racing, or Rich Swavely out there. Ready to rock and roll. Giving us some likes and shares out there, which I always appreciate. And then, of course, our good friend over there. I had some audio bounce out there. I do apologize about that. That's Stephen Harlow. Stephen Harlow out there ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, all the cool things. Let's get rid of that. We're good to go. Driver's going to load in, and we're going to talk about the starting grid here at Kansas. Mark Jorgensen Jr. is going to be your pole sitter. 4 1,000ths of a second separate he and Tommy Ryan, and then a tie basically for second. Fuller, I don't know how it could get any closer than that. But Justin Fuller, another 4 1,000ths of a second from Jorgensen Jr. He's in third. Tyler Dalton's in fourth. He's going to start outside row number 2. Top 4 separated by 6 1,000ths of a second. That's pretty amazing to see. It's pretty awesome. Jeff Hollingsworth and JP Phillips there in row number 3. Bobby Wetzel, Joey Jatina out there in row number 4. David Schildhouse and Mike Montezi in row number 5. Ryan Macklin, Jason Karlavich is going to be out there in row number 6. Row 7 will be Wesley Donaldson, Bentley Glazer. Nelson Rivera is going to be out there with Chad Coleman at row number 8. Brian Pinal is going to be out there with Kevin Brown in row 9. Troy Height is going to be out there with Paul Crumbery in row 10. Brian Wortman and Robert Fryery III in row 11. Brent Scott, Gerald Livingston at row 12. Row 13, Joe Hudson, Justin Novelek is going to be out there 5-5. I mean, if you look at the separation from first to 26th by a tenth, 26 drivers separated by a tenth, and then, I mean, everything else is still just as close. It's pretty crazy. Rich Slavely, EJ O'Rourke, going to be out there in row 14. Jeff Ryan, Stephen Harlow in row 15. Logan Kogar is going to be out there with Charles Woods in row 16. Eric Arnold, Doug Sigmund through row 17. Alex Bryson, Ron Holyfield in row 18. And row 19, Todd Bass is going to be out there with Mark Schrader. So, yeah, there's your 38 drivers tonight. It'll be fun. It's going to be entertaining. It's a lot of fun. A couple of drivers getting the drop to the end here as we look to see where they're going. Wesley Donaldson, one of those drivers, going to the back. Jorgensen Jr. ready to lead them off. Tommy Ryan ready to go. Jorgie looking for a win here. No, that's the track to be in his wheelhouse. All right, drivers are ready. I'm ready. Let's do that thing. How about we do it, huh? We're going. We're green. That's a couple of laps of straight solid green flag racing as we get all up to snuff. RB, thank you for the like. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like as well. Jorgensen Jr., your race leader. Justin Fuller trying to close it in. Tyler Dalton there as well. Outside lane prevailing for the 5-1. This racetrack proving to be multiple grooves here as JP Phillips searches for the inside. Fuller off one from the start of the race, but don't count him out just yet. Bobby Wetzel keeping that bottom lane moving. Tommy Ryan outside pole sitter back to 6th. Maybe looking to possibly get himself a little bit of tire saving issue here. We'll see how that one will work out. Schildhouse in 9th. Hollingsworth off 4. He is working as well. Started 5th, and he is trying to hold on to what he's got going on. Karlavich up 2. EJ O'Rourke from the back to the front. Went through the field very quickly in that first couple of laps. He's up half the field already. Wesley Donaldson started from the top. Now trying to work his way back into the mix here. 98 of Charles Woods just behind him. Maximum effort. Every one of them. Stephen Harlow up 3 spots. The 31 of Eric Arnold up 5 right down there. 6 up to the race line. 3 wide. Brent Scott. 6. Oh, the 31 drifts up a little bit. 6 still there. You know, Harlow's got to be going, hey, that's my nose. Leave my nose alone. Follow your nose, as it would be. You can do a lot of tire saving at this racetrack, and if it runs green, we'll see green flag pit stops right about the halfway mark for the majority of the drivers. Maybe close. $48 to $53 laps on fuel. Oh, is anybody going to save anything? Jorgensen still to Tyler Dalton. 13/100ths of a second to those drivers as Harlow goes to work. Rich Slavely up 3. He's got a beat on Livingston here as the SIM500 Truck Series goes to work. Rich drops out of the gas, rolls down to the bottom. Ooh, baby. Got a good run. Somebody to this outside, though. We're good to go. Jeff Ryan right behind him. All right. Good luck in racing. So far, so good. Jorgensen Jr., quarter second. Out front, 10 of 110 complete. Tyler Dalton in second. JP Phillips is going to be in third. Montezzi up 5. Schildhouse up 3. Arlovich up 5. Fuller back 5. Don't cut him out. He or Tommy Ryan. Both those drivers went on save mode. Montezzi down to the bottom. You run that very bottom of the racetrack in the early going. Once the tires start wearing and the drive line starts changing, the dirty air becomes prevalent. And watch the 20 has a big run here on Montezzi. This track has a tendency to start wearing to the outside. Crossover might be good for Schildhouse. He does. He picks up 5th here. 4 to the back bumper. 60 of Karlavich right behind. Schildhouse trying to work his way forward. Fastest driver on the racetrack right now. Your race leader. Doing what he can to extend a 4/10 of a second difference. Still running the natural line around the racetrack. Low in 1 and 2. Again, low in 3 and 4. Tyler Dalton out of the bottom as well. Bobby Wetzel. Once about a half lane up. JP Phillips working. Schildhouse trying to do something. I tell you what, the outside lane does wear the tires the most on this racetrack. Justin Fuller. He's Tommy Ryan. Pressed back forward, so he's trying to get another one of those laps of back. Fuller up near the wall. But one of the best ways to make speed around this racetrack is, caution comes out. Oh, baby, a couple of drivers back here. Brent Scott in a 33. Stutter, stutter, stutter. He's 33. Try to stay out of the gas there. Boy. Boy. Yo, 20 for Mr. Van Ness. Thank you for the like. RB, thank you for the like as well. I'll tell you what. High Bass was involved in that as well. There's Joe Hudson. No, come on. Come on. Stop. Thank you. Oh, they checked up and he got nailed. Everybody coming to pit road. Tyler Dalton, Joey Chatina, Justin Knobloch, Eric Arnold going to stay out. And this will be a chance to save some fuel. Jorgensen hitting the number 1 pit box. Might as well take him if you got him, right? Bobby Wetzel coming off pit road. Splash and go for Mr. Wetzel. Little drivers taking fuel only. Jorgensen Jr. comes off with the first driver on new tires. JP Phillips will be in 10th. Second driver with new tires. Schildhouse, same concept. Tyler Dalton staying out. Joey Jatina staying out. So might as well take the tires for as long as they can. This will make a 1 pit stop race for everybody moving forward as we complete lap 15 at Monkoff. It's because Clip hasn't. I haven't. I had to redo all the things before. When I was in stream earlier, whenever I restarted the stream, I was talking about it. Streamer bot with its update had a whole slew of changes, so I had to delete all the actions and start remaking them. Not even enabled. There you go. You can also put markers, exclamation point marker budgie with a description. We'll give a marker out there as well. That's part of it. Shout outs need to be enabled as well. I had them disabled. All right. Let's see. Let's re-enable them all for you. Count age, clip, flip a coin, fortune, lurk mode, line, translate, we're green, uptime. All right, we're good. Tyler Dalton, Knobloch, Eric Arnold, AJ O'Rourke. Jorgensen Jr., 3 wide on the outside. Caution back out again. Very quickly here. Robert Fryer the third, Logan Kogard, Doug Sigmund, Nelson Rivera. This is way in the back. It's turn 1. It's about halfway up the field. Robert Fryer the third getting to the corner. Oh, big checkup. Kevin Brown and Robert Fryer the third. 18, the 04. Is it Kogar? This is right ahead. Kevin Brown right here. Let's go right front here. It's Chad Coleman who leads in the points through 8 weeks. Oh, just a bad bump to Coleman. And everybody else just trying to follow suit, getting up to gear. Gerald Livingston ahead of Chad Coleman right there. Fryer in third, right behind Kevin Brown here. Could be working now there, Budgie. I think. Oof. Wesley Donaldson. Oof. Logan Kogar in the 18. He was taken out there as well. All right, Tyler Dalton, your race leader. Thank you for letting me know, Budgie. Steven, get to feeling better soon, brother. I'm trying on it, man. Watching it from the patio, great weather to watch them racing. You are not wrong. Thank you for watching out there. Thank you for the comments, sir. I appreciate you. Budgie, thank you for talking to Booty earlier. Booty, hopefully mom's okay. You know, the racing is a change. I know that Penguin is doing another race. He's on a different one right now. His RC session's on Wednesday. Not for this league, but for a different one. I'm working on it. Chemotherapy sucks. I had a late afternoon chemo yesterday, and it took me out today. So it is rough. But we're going to keep going. 19 to the 31, 5-5 to the 41. We'll see who's going to be able to hold on to what here. Lights are off on the pace truck. We'll go one more around. Big Sigmund back out. 50 seconds of damage. Kevin Brown with a meatball flag. That sucks. Brent Scott, Fryery out. Brian Workman on pit road, getting more damage taken care of. Hopefully he's going to be able to get it all taken care of and get back out there because he should be fine. Yeah, he'll be able to meet up with the trucks. Oh, yeah. Easy does it, folks. Easy does it. Yeah, I don't know why it was stuttering like that. Also, all the clips are saving in Discord one more time. The chat is saving in our live chat log in our Discord as well. So if you haven't joined our Discord, I encourage you to do so. Our Discord is a great place to be. Let's see what we're racing on Sunday. The polls. All right, they're going. They're green. Does look like we are running IR18. 19 to the 31, 5-5 to the 41, 88 to the outside. Eric Arnold at 31 spots, dropping into the corner. Fieldhouse parking it down there, 3 wide for Jorgensen Jr. 88 all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to work his way forward. And a great surge lines up the racetrack for Jorgensen. 88 to the back bumper to the 31. 88's going to park it down on the bottom side.
For the tier 1 gift sub to Bricks _ by _Sky.
Hey, thank you for the gifted sub to Sky. The Skyberry. Jorgensen leads. Knobloch's going to be up. Knobloch's going to be up 23 spots. Eric Arnold holding on to second right now. EJ O'Rourke coming around. EJ and on 14 did not take a full set of tires, so he's at a disadvantage here. 19 to the 99. 19 of Tyler Dalton. Drop it backwards here. 3 wide for Bobby Wetzel. EJ O'Rourke. Right now, the 60 of Karlavich working with Justin Fuller. Going to work their way into it. Right now, it is a hornet's nest for Bobby Wetzel and EJ O'Rourke, who are just getting swallowed up like the Red Sea being parted. Brian Pinal down on the bottom. Wesley Donaldson able to come back out and make something work here. Donaldson from the back, qualified 13th, back where he started. Mike Montezzi, bottom side. Here comes Rich Slavely. Slavely up 13. Thank you for getting this out, but I appreciate you. You're an amazing human being. Oregon Center, JP Phillips. That'll be the drivers out there right now. JP in second, Schildhouse in third. Tommy Ryan right in fourth, Carl Evans in fifth. Eric Arnold doing a great job of holding on to that truck. He's yet to come to pit road. Knobloch still has to come to pit road, trying to be on an off cycle with the rest of the drivers. All the drivers will still need to come to pit road at least one more time. Rich Slavely down on the bottom. Montezzi trying to park it down there, 3 wide. Montezzi almost across the nose of Chad Coleman. Move over Miami. All right, you ever loving. You're on vacation going to see Brantley Gilbert in concert tomorrow? Oh, that's going to be a good concert. If you've not seen Brantley Gilbert in concert, then you are truly missing out. I watched Brantley Gilbert in a bar by St. Louis before he became completely mainstream, and then one of his songs played on the radio like 6-7 months later, and I was like, I know that guy. He puts on a good show. He's like old Southern rock with a mix of a little bit of 90s and 2000s. I like him. Ad break coming up for you folks out there on Twitch. David Schildhouse. Going around, consider subscribing. I have not heard anything about the dang old Twitch doing any kind of discounts right now, so I don't know. Jorgensen Jr., 9/10 of a second lead over David Schildhouse, trying to stretch his lead out here. JP Phillips working. Tommy Ryan on save mode early, but now working. Clean air for the race later. So on exciting. I need a call from Bremek. Won tickets from a local radio station. That's awesome. Sorry, folks. I needed to get a suppression. Lights are coming out. Jorgensen Jr. 3/4 second, managing the gap. David Schildhouse in second. J.P. Phillips in third. Carl Average up 6. 9 spots gained for Brian Pinal. Rich Slavely up 16. 21 for Alex Bryson, who came in on lap 18. That's the fresher tires. He'll be able to run a lap or two longer. Eric Arnold, first driver off the lead lap. Bobby Wetzel has made his pass to those drivers. Jorgensen stretching the lead a little bit here. Brantley Gilbert's good company. Jorgensen switching the lane up. Going to the outside lane now. About half a truck length off the outside wall. Got to manage what Jorgensen Jr. is doing. Runs the bottom side of the race line. Justin Fuller working his way back there as well. Tommy Ryan down to the bottom side on J.P. Phillips here. Yeah, and I talked about Tommy Ryan saving a little bit there. Justin Fuller, same concept, 99 on the bottom. 34, angled corner exit. Gonna pull the run back to the 99. Carl Average, a little wall tap back there off corner exit, should be fine. Schildhouse, a little wall tap himself. Tommy Ryan to third. Justin Fuller with a run. Fuller holding on. He's playing at the Hard Rock Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's a good place for him. I've heard good things about the Hard Rock down there. My stepdad is from Tulsa, or from around Oklahoma area, not Tulsa, but he's from Oklahoma. He and my mom went there not too long ago on vacation, and I've heard good things about it, so I think you'll enjoy the show. Let's go, Budgie. Appreciate you. 50 of 110. Schildhouse 1.25 back. The 04. Now a lap down. Doug Sigmund, first driver, a lap down. As Jorgensen stretches the hands. Schildhouse to the bottom side. Running it clear. Here comes Tommy Ryan and Justin Fuller. Fastest driver to the racetrack right now is Tommy Ryan when it comes to leveled off speed. Logan Kogar still at 13. He made about 10 seconds of damage on the truck, so he should be fine now. Gets into the corner. That block of the 5-5 just behind. Here comes Tyler Dalton. Again, Tyler still has yet to come to pit road. Probably going to try to come in right about now. Oh, boat drivers. Oh, knocking them up. Both of them having to wiggle down. Pit road speed limit on this racetrack is it dang old, yeah. It's slow. Like 50 miles an hour. Schildhouse back to third. Tommy Ryan has taken over that spot. Tommy Ryan still utilizing the bottom side of the racetrack. Schildhouse up 6. Fuller trying to get back to third where he started. You live about an hour south of Tulsa in Lake Eufaula. I have to ask him where he's from. He tells me, and I always forget. All I know is that I've been to Oklahoma a couple of times to see extended family. It's pretty awesome. Schildhouse to the outside. Ooh, wall scrape. Trying to do what he can. Fuller corner exit. J.P. Phillips up a spot. There's Carl Average up 6. Rich Swavely having a good night so far. Swavely doing the thing. That's awesome. That is awesome. Come on, Rick, man. So you have about 6.5 seconds. Nelson Rivera just behind him. You hear the tires on the right side. On Holyfield coming to pit lane. It's doing a banger job. Checking on where the 6 is right now. He is right here in 16th. Managing has Alex Bryson just ahead of him. There's some new tires coming around. Tyler Dalton in and out on Holyfield. The black did get a penalty there, so he served his speeding penalty. Ron Holyfield coming on pit road, cycling out. There's the 04, 83, 04. Sticks up and out of the corners. Going to have a run. Look at the heart, beat, run. Look at those drivers, run those driver cams, all courtesy of Chop Shop Racing. Chop Shop is OGs, and Chop Shop runs with the SIM500. SIM500 runs with the Chop Shop guys, and love seeing it. Oh, man, Tommy Ryan has closed in to Mark Jorgensen Jr. Tommy Ryan with his long run race pace so far. About 50 laps to go. Tommy has changed his race lineup. Started running the outside lane a little bit. Justin Fuller working. Got to close in 1.6 seconds from Jorgensen Jr. Down on the bottom side in 3 and 4 outside lane. 3 and 4 for the 99 inside lane. And 1 and 2, Jorgensen Jr. Just trying to hold on. Tommy Ryan with a good stretch here. Started second. Fuller started third. Top 3 back where they started. And Jorgensen Jr. trying to hold on. And might, if Tommy Ryan gets a good run on him here. They're thinking about coming to pit road. That'll cycle drivers around. The drive off for the 99 has been pretty good here. Nice and solid here as the drivers go to work. Jorgensen needing to have a good finish. Has needed a good finish throughout this run. Height coming to pit road. 46 down in. Could be good. Quarter second now. Still the gap between the 88 and the 99. 99 to the bottom side. Up and out, Jorgensen Jr. Fieldhouse coming to pit road. 63 of 110. That'll put them in right when they need to be. Jorgensen to pit road. Tommy Ryan to the lead. 99 to pit road. Fuller to the lead. Earl Average going to be in second. Pinal's going to be in third. Ryan Macklin in fourth. Nelson Rivera in fifth. Rich Swainley's going to be in sixth. Bentley Glazer, Logan Kogar. All working. Tommy Ryan, biggest pit box. JP Phillips working. EJ O'Rourke still pushing. Brian Workman making it happen. David Schildhouse still on the lead lap. Keeping on 63. Here comes the 88. 62 for Schildhouse. 63 for Jorgensen Jr. So Schildhouse choosing to pit when he did. Little advantage when it came to pit road time, but we'll see. Tommy Ryan coming off pit road. These two up to speed. Joe Hudson. Around. Brian Pinal is going to be your race leader. Give it on 14 once again. Joe Hudson. Give it on 18. He's going to be able to run a little bit longer than a couple of drivers, but we might see him do something different as Pinal comes around. Joe Hudson on the bottom side. 46 trying to get a lap back. That's Troy Height. Height doing the thing. Joe Hudson leads that lap. Brian Workman coming around. Give it a 19. Jorgensen Jr. and David Schildhouse side by side as Tyler Dalton will keep it on 51, sits in third. Jorgensen Jr. to David Schildhouse. Schildhouse putting it back onto the bottom side. Over the door. Putting the side draft. 20 up and out. 88 back on the outside. Joe Hudson coming to pit road. Brian Workman going around on the bottom side. The difference on lap time is about 3 seconds for drivers on old tires in comparison to drivers on new tires. Brian Workman coming to pit road. Joe Hudson still your race leader. But as Jorgensen and Schildhouse finish this one out, we'll see 40. Excuse me. We'll see 42 laps to go. Jorgensen to David Schildhouse. Tyler Dalton. Tommy Ryan. Justin Fuller. This bodes in the advantage of the drivers who were saving tires earlier. And right now, David Schildhouse, 30.68. Tommy Ryan saving again. Big Sigmund jumping to pit road. Having something going on with the truck there. I'm not sure if he had an issue getting to pit road. I'd have to take a look. Right here. He just got damage. How did he get damage? I don't know. It might have been from earlier. 40 laps to go, quarter second. All right, Fuller takes over third. Tommy Ryan backing up the corner, trying to work back to it again. Wesley Donaldson up 8 spots. We go to the tail of the field, still working forward. 2 spots lost for Tyler Dalton. JP Phillips right there in tow as well. Chad Coleman rebounding from the earlier situation where he got a big bump from the rear end. 37 to go for Jorgensen Jr. We all just doing a thing. Big hype. Hold on to your butts. I like Kansas for this reason. Has a tendency to, you're going to have a caution, you're going to have a caution, maybe 1 or 2. Right now we're seeing it work. Gerald Livingston came out on 65. He's on some fresh tires here. That's a chance for Schildhouse to be able to keep the draft of the 96. Jorgensen Jr. on the bottom came out on 63. So 2-lap fresher tires for the 96 to the 88. Is it enough to make the pass? Gerald running 30.84s, 31.23 for Jorgensen the last time by. Fuller 30.99. As the laps tick away, drivers really starting to put some emphasis on finishing this one out. Tommy still saving for the long run, and still within the distance to be able to do so. JP Phillips still looking at the inside of the 91. Weston Allison came out on 64. JP Phillips came out on 65. 66 for Carl Lavage. Brian Pinal came out on 67. How about Brian Macklin at a 30? Had himself a good solid season. Nelson Rivera keeping himself out of trouble tonight at 4. Bass is going to be up 22. There's the 27. Staring at the back bumper. Jeff Ryan is up 15. Tyler Dalton coming off pit road, taking his final pit stop, keep it on 75. Will be a lap down, and will have to work to get himself back forward. It's a big old hold on to your butts. Bobby Wetzel just ahead. The 96 of Gerald Livingston still working as well. Tyler Dalton closing in on Ron Holyfield. 21 lap pressure tires. Then the driver ahead of he. Brian Workman working. Got a little bit of distance between he and Ron Holyfield, about 4.7 seconds. But Tyler Dalton is going to be working to the inside. There's the 6 of Mr. Harlow, who sits in 17th at 13 spots. Is every one of these drivers putting it on? 1 1/4. Justin Fuller trying to track down David Schildhouse. Sildren on board. Tommy Ryan working back forward. His lap time starting to be reciprocal of the way he is managing. Jorgensen Jr. to the outside of Fuller. Fuller to the outside of Schildhouse. Jorgensen Jr. A little stretch in his hands. Fuller came out on 66. 3-lap pressure tires to Justin Fuller. 1 1/4 down to the gap. Fuller trying to work. Jorgensen still trying to search for a win. Got to get himself there. Jorgensen has 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s, 3 poles, but has the big old goose egg in the win column currently through the first 9 races. Justin Fuller has 3 wins. He went 3 in a row. And then last week, a new winner emerges again. Brian Macklin with a couple of wins on the season. Stephen Miles with a couple of wins on the season. Wesley Donaldson has a win as well. All the things that must commence are commencing. Justin Fuller trying to track down Jorgensen 3/4 of a second. Jorgensen Jr. working. Tyler Dalton closing in on the 36. That is Bentley Glazer. That's 14th right there. He's got new tires, trying to work his way back to it. It's Jorgensen Jr., 6/10 of a second. Now to Fuller. Fuller closing it back down. Tommy Ryan closing back into David Schildhouse. I talk about the tire-saving aspects of this racetrack, and will be 27 laps to go. And Tommy Ryan, a top 3 truck, as it would seem. Schildhouse doing what he can. Phillips pushed as hard as he can. 91 to the inside. There's Wesley Donaldson. Closing back in on J.P. Phillips. Donaldson saved a little bit as well. Came in on 64. He's kept himself very close to the 34 here. Battle for 5th between these two as Wesley Donaldson soaks up the back bumper to the 34. Schildhouse to Tommy Ryan. Schildhouse a little wall tap there. 99 to the bottom side. Drive off with the corner for the 99. It's going to be there on the bottom. It's going to roll back into the corner though. Balls in suit. And we'll see if Tommy Ryan tries to free up the 20 here. It's going to have the drive into the corner. Side draft for the 99. 20 up near the wall. 99 down to the bottom. Tommy Ryan going to make the pass. Ryan will go to 3rd. Justin Fuller now down to the bottom side on the 88. Fuller has caught Jorgensen Jr. with 25 laps to go. Jorgensen Jr.'s last lap, 32.12. Fuller, same concept as it is to Tommy Ryan behind. Jorgensen saving a little bit. He's going to have to work for it. If he wants to keep this one away from Justin Fuller. Fuller to the outside. Going to have a run right here on the back straightaway. Ooh, big run. Well, I thought it looked like it was going to be a run. But with the lap traffic, he'll have a run now. Going to push up tight. Jorgensen Jr. to the dirty air. Fuller's going to have a run. Jorgensen Jr. still leads that lap. Fuller going to have to slide it if he wants it. Jorgensen Jr. back to 2nd. Fuller takes over the lead. And now Jorgensen Jr. has to battle back. Right back to the back bumper. Tommy Ryan closing into the distance. 23 laps to go. Fastest driver of the racetrack. 1st and 3rd. Fuller to Jorgensen Jr. A little bit of lap traffic ahead. Jorgensen runs a half lane down. Going to have the draft on the 5-1. Corner exit for the 5-1. That's the tire difference there. Tommy Ryan, David Schildhouse, same concept. Wesley Donaldson still trying to work over, getting around the 34 here. As the drive into the corner is trying to get that throttle off. With 21 laps to go. Fuller trying to soak the race line. Corner out to Bobby Wetzel. Going to be there. Jorgensen looking for the drop into the corner. 5-1 side by side with a 9. Jorgensen has to get out of the throttle not to get into Bobby Wetzel there. As the 5-1 shares a quarter second. Tommy Ryan stepping away from David Schildhouse here. Wesley Donaldson trying to clear the 34. Will be able to run the bottom side here. Can he slide up out of the corner exit? Will be able to do so. JP with a run to the back bumper to the 91. Little bump draft special. 91 to the bottom side. Donaldson inside the top 5. Having a good race right now. 0.2 of a second difference here. As Justin Fuller tries to keep drivers between he and the 88. The 96 giving the race line away. And Fuller's going to be able to run that race line. 88 corner off's going to have to get to the 96. Fuller holds on. The 88 with a run. Metarude, thank you for the light. 88 to the bottom. Fuller second, the gap. Fuller. 3-lap fresher tires, but had a good long run race pace. Same with Tommy Ryan, who's now within 1.5 seconds, 18 laps to go. Tommy's got to clear the traffic. He's got to clear it quickly. It includes trying to make a pass on Mark Jorgensen Jr. Tommy, side by side with a 9. All the way to the bottom. Jorgensen going to close in on Justin Fuller. 16 laps to go. Did Mark save anything for the tires? Tommy closing in 1.25. Tommy up and out. 99 working. Little battles everywhere. Rich Swavely in 12th, trying to track down Nelson Rivera, who's in 11th. Brian Pinal, Chad Coleman. They're side by side. And now working. Tyler Dalton, first driver off the lead lap, trying to work to these drivers. Trying to get that advantage. Hold on to it. As Justin Fuller with clean air now sees Jorgensen Jr. in tow. Jorgensen trying to close it back down. 15 laps to go. Tommy Ryan has cleared the 96 and now has a shot to be able to close down his gap here as he runs the third lane up. David Schildhouse to Wesley Donaldson. J.P. Phillips, 7/10 of a second back. Karlavich in 7th. Pinal is going to be in 8th. 21 of Pinal trying to get there, trying to get himself a little extra. See the 25 on the outside lane. Fuller to Jorgensen, still 4/10 of a second. Everybody holding on. Fuller half second, the gap now. Tommy Ryan has closed it down to both of them. But at 1/10 and a half faster than Justin Fuller and Mark Jorgensen Jr. that last lap. Bobby Wetzel, first driver a lap down. Charles Woods, last driver on the lead lap. Just behind him, the leaders. Mark Schrader up 14, just ahead of Charles. There's the 41 of E.J. O'Rourke there as well. Joey Jettina, who had a great qualifying effort, wrapped up into one of those issues earlier. Right now, 11 laps to go. Justin Fuller, Mark Jorgensen Jr. half second. Tommy Ryan a half second there. The relative shrinking. Does he have enough, though? That's the question. Now block on pit road. Gerald Livingston makes the pass. He's going to pick up 30th here. Way high to the 46 is Brian Workman just ahead. Tyler Dalton. The 6,800 I-rated driver still looking ahead. Nelson Rivera trying to get himself inside the top 10 as well. Rich Swavely back to 12. Still a good night at 15. 16 spots gained for Jeff Ryan as Bentley Glazer holds on to 14th where he started. A second the gap between first and third. 9 laps to go. Jorgensen Jr. doing all that he can Fuller now has a little bit of that draft ahead of him. And Charles Woods, 7 spots gained, still working on the inside of the 48. 48 to hold. Fuller, very bottom side. 8 laps to go. Lap traffic ahead of Justin Fuller. Tommy Ryan looking to the outside on Jorgensen Jr. from the deck lid aboard the 5-1, 7 laps to go. Tommy Ryan there to send it. Very outside lane. 88 trying to hold on to it. 99 throttle off. It's going to be there. Goes to the inside. Tommy down on the bottom has closed in the gap. Tommy Ryan throttles up on the 88. Tommy Ryan to second, half second out of the gap. 6 laps to go. Justin Fuller cleared up. 48 working. 98 was trying to work the corner, and now opportunity. Tommy Ryan to the back bumper of the 98, trying to close it back down. 6 laps to go. Pit strategy cycled in. Tommy Ryan saved what he could. Now a hard charge. And he's got about 6/10 of a second to close down. Half second at the line. 5 laps to go. Hold on to your butts, folks. It's not done. Weezer going. 5-1 to the 48. Tommy Ryan trying to time it. 5-1. Want to get there where he can. 48 will be side by side with a 5-1. Side draft from the 48. The 48 can only go so high there. Fuller's going to be able to be clear here. Tommy Ryan's going to be able to work. Fuller utilizing all of the racetrack. 48. Bottom side of the race line. Tommy Ryan out of the corner. Jorgensen Jr. back to third. Four laps to go. It'll be 3 this time by. 48 keeping him at bay. Fuller's going to be able to pull away the 48. It's going to keep the 99 down low. Tommy Ryan trying to work every angle he can. 3 laps to go. Justin Fuller, a little smooth sailing ahead as E.J. O'Rourke and a couple of drivers just ahead. But Tommy Ryan needs a little help from some friends. Going to have to run qualifying laps for the next 2 laps. 48 still working. Had the big draft there on the 99. A second. Now the gap. Justin Fuller, 2 laps to go. Tommy Ryan trying to utilize that outside lane to get a run. Trying to develop something in the final 6 quarters of this race. Fuller. We'll see it. White flag waves. Final lap at Kansas, and it's been a good one. My favorite racetrack for a reason. Wall tap for the 5-1. Tommy Ryan setting up a run here in 1 and 2. Gonna have that run on the back straightaway. Try to make it work. Try to make it happen. Might have saved a little too much. But it's all gravy from here. Justin Fuller comes around, wins in week 9. Kansas, check it off. 4th win of the season. Tommy Ryan second, Mark Jorgensen Jr. third. Schildhouse, Wesley Donaldson, your top 5. Still a battle here at the line for Carl Lavage, J.P. Phillips, Brian Pinal, Nelson Rivera, Brian Macklin, your top 10. Rich Swavely up 15. He finishes in 12th. Chad Coleman up 5. And then, as it would be, all the drivers doing a phenomenal job. What a race. It was a good race. It was a good race. Justin Fuller had a long run pace at Kansas. Qualifying results, 4 1,000ths of a second off from first to third. And 1, 2, 3 are still 1, 2. Well, not 1, 2, 3. It's technically 3, 2, 1. Fuller started third, finished first. Tommy Ryan started second, finished second. Jorgensen Jr. started first, finished third. Here's your race results, courtesy of the WBD Diecast. Make sure you keep checking out SIM500.com. Hit all the social links that they've got, including the ones for WBD Diecast, and make sure that you check them out and give Wesley Donaldson some business. We'd love to see it. Fuller, Ryan, Jorgensen Jr., that'll be your top 3 here tonight. Schildhouse, Donaldson, your top 5. Karlavich, Phillips, Pinnell, Nelson Rivera, Brian Macklin, your top 10. Chad Coleman, Rich Swavely, Bentley Glazer, Jeff Ryan, and Ty Bass, your top 15. Hunter Charger tonight should be the 22 spots gained for the 27. A double check. That is accurate. So 27. 22 spots. Pretty awesome. Stephen Harlow is going to finish 16th. Montezi 17th. Jeff Hollingsworth, Logan Kogar, Joe Hudson in 20th. All on the dang old lead lap. Then, let's see, Paul Crumry, Joey Jatina, and EJ O'Rourke, last driver on the lead lap there. Mark Schrader, first driver a lap down in that 48. 98 of Charles Woods in 25th. Bobby Wetzel, Tyler Dalton, Brian Wortman, Troy Height, and then Gerald Livingston, your top 30. Knobloch, Holyfield, Eric Arnold, Alex Bryson, Doug Sigmund, Kevin Brown, Robert Fryery, and Brent Scott, your 38 drivers tonight. That was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. It's good. It's good. I thought it was a good dang old race. Can't be mad at it, folks. Can't be mad at a good dang old a good Kansas race. Kansas was fun for me. Let's bring him up. Let's talk to him. Let's talk to Mr. Justin Fuller, who gets his 4th win of the season here tonight, the WBD Diecast SIM500 Series. Check it off the list, man. Kansas, it's done. Gone. And what a long run pace you had, man. Congratulations. That was well-deserved and well fought for.
Yeah, thanks. That was a good race. I love this track. It's not my favorite track, but I sure do enjoy running it because there's just so many different lines that you can race and be fast with it. So, yeah, we just had a good pit strategy there, and we had the best tires. We were the last one to pit of the leaders, so we just marched our way on up there, took the lead, and just had to manage at that point.
This is my favorite track. Of course, this is this and Gateway are the 2 closest tracks to where I live. So, when it comes to NASCAR, and watching you manage the track, running, and you talk about running multiple lines. And I mean, at some point, we watch drivers run all outside. Sometimes they're running high in 1 and 2 and low in 3 and 4. Then we just watch that switch up. I mean, were you changing with the track, or were you just changing with the traffic?
So back here in the Cup Series earlier this year, I ran the bottom and it burned the tires out more than the top. So at the start of the race, I actually ran the top, thinking that, oh, well, maybe it'll be the same thing, and it wasn't. I do think you can manage the tires better on the bottom. But as the track cooled down and the way the caution kind of fell, we kind of were forced to run the bottom. We had to kind of save fuel. We were right on the number there, so had to take a shortest route and less throttle as possible. So we were just kind of forced to run the bottom, but it worked out in the end. I mean, you could definitely make speed up top though, but with the track cooling down the way it was and the way the truck drove, you could just run the bottom pretty much wide open almost the entire race. So, I mean, we were having a lift on entry as the tires wore out, but after that, you could just run wide open.
Yeah, it's the trucks at Kansas. I mean, it used to be that way at Texas. I don't know if it still is anymore, but it shows up. I don't know. It puts on good racing. I mean, you guys were able to utilize each other. You and Mark kept it close. I ultimately, when I was watching you and Tommy toward the end of that, the first green flag pit cycle that had happened, just comfortable race lines from both of you, just able to save. And, I guess that's just a testament to, the skill that it takes to be able to get out there and whoop these guys' butts. Even though anybody can win at any given day, you're out there, you're doing it, man. You finding great success here this season.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun, that's for sure. So hopefully we can keep it rolling. The truck is probably, far and above. I'm the most winningest driver of SIM500 in the truck. So the truck has just always been my thing all the way back to 2K3. I don't know why. It just kind of suits my driving style. You kind of just got to be aggressive and lean on that edge of not too aggressive, but you have to be aggressive at the same time. Like there's just a fine line there, and it just suits me. I don't know why. So I always find myself running really well in the trucks more than anything else. So, but we're having a lot of fun. That's all that you can really ask for.
And you take back over to the points lead. That's important as well. I mean, we've got to, we're about halfway through the regular season, I do believe. So when we get to that playoff contention, there's still a long way to go. But we go to Lime Rock Park next, and anything can shake up there. There's I don't know this season. Justin Fuller has his name written on it here a little bit. I think I don't know.
You never know. Things can happen. We got the playoffs, everything resets, so you can't just assume you're gonna get it. We gotta stay sharp and try and keep up here at the front every week and just be in contention. We don't need to win every race. We just have to run at the front to get the most points possible. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no. I'm keeping track of it. I got my abacus next to me, and trying to deduce everything as we go. Eventually, I'll find a good point system that will show up as an overlay properly and be able to do this stuff live again. But Justin, this was a ton of fun to watch. Congratulations on the big dub. Give you shout outs, man. This was fun.
Yeah, thanks to you for putting on the broadcast. Thanks for SIM500, all that meant what to do. Thanks to WBD Diecast Truck Series. Thanks to Trey Edson for always keeping me looking good on the racetrack. Thanks to all my teammates at Aftermath Motorsports, and thanks to everybody that watched. I'll go back and pick through this tomorrow at work, and yeah, we'll see you next week for Lime Rock. I don't know how I'll do there. I mean, I love road racing, but that track's tight. So one dip of the wheel, and you're off into the tulips. So we'll see what happens next week. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I think I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a blast.
I ran it during the officials, and it was a blast. So it's a small racetrack, but it's fun. I like it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. So we'll see.
All right, Justin. Congratulations, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Have a good one.
That's the 5-1 coming home, and Pete 1. And let's talk to P2 tonight. Tommy Ryan saving. Had some of the best long run speed all night. And Mr. Tommy, congratulations, man. That was a great run. And I've been willing your truck forward for a couple of weeks now because and you're there. You're always there, and I love it.
Yeah, I just waited too long. I was too conservative, in the laps after the pit stop there, and I saw Justin coming, and I really thought he was going to melt his tires, and he just walked right up there, and I was coming to him, but I probably needed realistically at least 5 more laps to do something with him. Could maybe 10, but yeah, great run. Glad to see green flag stops and the whole pit strategy thing shake out, and it was a blast to drive, man. You could put this thing about anywhere on the racetrack, and depending on where you put it, it's determined on how it drove. So if you were tight in this corner, you just move up, and top of the racetrack was getting pretty free. So it was a lot of fun to drive. Just these things just don't have a whole lot of power, so they won't pull up in the draft. You got to get a run and then let the draft do what it does. But hell of a good time.
I was watching. You both were battling a little bit of lap traffic there toward the end of that, and you're able to get around Mark pretty decently, pretty quickly, and then just drivers on some newer tires, being able to level out as much as it was, even though that you and Justin were faster, they were just fast enough to almost feel like it dumped a little bit on you.
Yeah, some of the lap traffic was kind of a little more in the way at the end of that thing, but they held Justin up too, so I
Yeah.
can't complain too much. So it all kind of evened out. But yeah, it was quite eventful and glad to come out of here of a podium. So real happy about that. It's been a while, I think, since I've been in this booth. So had some bad luck and some stupid stuff on my own. So good to be here.
You know, I was talking to Justin about playoffs. You know, we're about halfway through the season. If I'm looking at when the playoffs begin, somewhere around November 5th. So yeah, that's week 18. So we're right on the money of being about halfway through this one. You know, it looking kind of where things are and kind of where you're at as well. You've been holding strong, man. Just right where. Let's see. I'm looking. Hold on. My eyes are deceiving me. Hold on, folks. Let me pull this over so I can put my spectacles
I need to get
back
a W.
on. Yeah.
I need one real bad.
Well, you're there. You get this. You're there. You know, every time I say it, somebody wins, right? So, you know, you gain 4 spots. You're 8th in the point standings. As of this race, of course. And you're due. You're due.
Yeah. I just got to keep putting myself in position like this, and eventually it'll walk to me. So it's got to be, just got to be consistent and don't do any dumb stuff, and everything will work out.
Well, I know that next week is it's going to be the Road Ringer Classic. But we get Charlotte right after that, Nashville Super Speedway, Michigan, Pocono. I mean, all tracks that we could potentially see you do the same thing.
Yeah, I look forward to a lot of those, so should be fun.
It's gonna be a blast. Tommy,
let's see, we're Portland next week, is that right?
Lime Rock Park.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No,
all right.
Is that considered Portland now? Or is it considered? No, that Lime Rock's on the East Coast. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Way across the other side of the country.
Yeah, no, Portland. No, don't go to Portland. We don't want to see those turn 1 issues that we saw in the Xfinity Series. I mean, congratulations, man. Glad to get you back up here to talk to you again. It's always a pleasure to get the opportunity to, man. You got one coming your way soon. I'm sure of it. Just gotta muscle them out. Hey, you know what? Your qualifying effort was right there too. I kind of attribute some of that, especially at a track like this. You know, if you qualify up front, even though if you try to save early, you know, you drop back to 6th, 7th, 8th. I think that was another testament there, because you tried to avoid as many people as possible on that start of that race and kind of in that restart in that first caution.
Yeah, it took a lot of patience and a lot of a lot of willpower to not stay with them guys and just kind of understand what the big picture was tonight. So it's fun, man.
I like saving at this track because you just feel like Superman when you're like, you passed me earlier. You passed me earlier.
Yeah.
You passed me earlier.
That's right.
That's right. I like it. Tommy, give you shout outs, man. P2 tonight. As you started there, start right where you finished. Net positive.
Yeah. Thanks, Northern Towing Equipment, longtime sponsor, and thanks for Wesley and series sponsor, the WBD Diecast Series. So hopefully see you in the booth again next week, man.
I would love to see it, man. I would love to see it. Slime Rock Park. It's a fun track. I like it.
All right. See ya.
That's Tommy Ryan coming on P2 as he knocks it down. We'd love to see it. And then last but not least, old Jorgie with another podium. The old Mark Jorgensen Jr. leading a bunch of laps, and those two saved a whole bunch and pitted later than you. And
yeah.
I mean, only a 1.4 second deficit at the end of it, but you know what? You did good. You stayed out of it. Boy, I tell you what, though, when you came in on lap 14, took those tires, you came in on that restart.
Did you see me on that restart?
Oh my goodness!
I was kicking ass.
You were duck, dodge, dive, and dodgeball. If you could dodge a wrench, well, you were dodging everything that they were throwing at you. Holy cow!
Oh man! I tell you what, I need to start this interview by saying that I don't know if you got a Brookshire's up there where you live, but I tell
Mhm.
you what, they got some badass strawberry swirl cheesecake. Man, I tell you what, this thing's delicious. But I'll tell you what, I'm just going to quit qualifying every time. Every time I qualify first, that son of a bitch in the 51 truck just keeps on winning. I don't get it. So we're gonna start cracking the throttle, coming to the checker from here on out. We're gonna see if we can start doing something different here. But no, dude, the guy's good, man. Congrats to Justin on the win. But no, good lap in qualifying. I mean, I actually surprised myself. Told the guys I took shallow entry into 3, and man, it stuck and did what I needed it to do coming up off of 4, and was able to get the pole. But it doesn't matter how many laps you lead. It's nice being up front, getting your TV time right. But I would have gave up all the laps led just to lead the last one. But no, man, I felt really good about the truck.
Mhm.
Track was racy. Everybody, I think top 35 was from each other in qualifying. So I mean, it was a pretty tight field. If you missed it, you was gonna be at the back. But no, we pitted on that lap 14, 15 caution, took some tires, and man, I was glad to see the line of trucks behind me coming down pit road. And I was like, oh man, dude, I was just licking my chops and went back green, gained about 2 or 3 spots, and then had another caution, was able to line up on the outside again. And I tell you what, man, I was real close to EJ, but he gave me some space. And I tossed it into 1, trying to get below the 31. And
Mhm.
man, I was just able to hook that line and got around him pretty quick. So after that, I just kind of set sail. and and wouldn't you know, before green flag stops, here comes the old 99 truck and the 51 truck. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, what do I got to do to shake these guys? And I'll tell you what you don't do. You do not worry about what Shieldhouse does. I had him covered on the long run,
Uh-huh.
and he short pitted me, and I was like, man, there is no way I want that guy to get way out ahead of me, because I felt like whoever was going to get up front after the green flag cycle was probably going to stand a good chance to win.
Mhm.
And anyways, I pitted the next lap, and I saw Tommy and Justin go 2-3 laps or whatever.
Mhm.
And after the cycle, David got out in front, but man, he was slow as all get out. I don't know what he was dragging, if he had a bed full of sand or whatever the case was, but I disposed of him pretty quick, and looked at the relative, and I saw that I had like a 3-second lead over Tommy. And I was like, oh, dude, this is going to be all right. I'm just going to start cracking the throttle, lifting on entry, and we're going to bring this thing to the house. Looked in the mirror a couple laps later. Here's the 51 truck. Here's the 99 truck. But tires got me. I think those guys short pitted me by or
3
went long
laps.
by 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I was absolutely shocked that it played that big of a difference. But hey, all in all, it's still good, man. I'm glad to finish P3. Feels like we've been about 100 days without racing. Seems like it's been forever. Been a hot minute since I got to talk to you, so here I am.
Right.
God, I wanted to win, man. To let second and third place just listen to my hour-and-a-half long interview and whatnot, but they already to bed. They ain't even gonna stick around to listen. But hey, it is what it is, man. But God, it's nice to be able to talk to you, Jason.
Well, qualifying between the top 3 was separated by 4/1000ths of a second. So
Yeah.
that when it comes to speed, every one of you had it.
Oh yeah.
What's crazy is the amount of saving that Tommy did to run down Fuller at the end. Tommy actually pitted a lap before Justin Fuller.
Okay.
And he was running him down at the end, and Tommy had probably the best long run speed of everybody right there. That's why, I mean,
Right.
watching him catch you there toward the end of that one, I was like, Tommy's got a shot here. But I also did think that, just the way the cycle worked out, 40, 45 laps is still, it's a lot of laps, but it's enough to, like what you were doing, kind of lift it a little bit to save the tire, to save it for the long run. But, man, oh man, I don't know how you guys do it as well as you do, but you do.
Oh man, well, I mean, I was third best tonight, right? But I mean, Justin's really, really good, right? Anytime you can beat him or win, whatever, you feel like you've done something. I mean, Tommy's good also, right?
Mhm.
I feel like the cream rises to the top whenever we get these long green flag runs and you get to pit strategy and all that. I feel like there's a lot of guys in this league that really do good getting on the pit road, getting off, and man, I really thought that whenever, I mean, like I said, I was cracking the throttle, trying to save that right front a little bit. And Justin caught me pretty quick, and I was like, dude, he's got to be flat foot. He's got to be burning burning his stuff up. And once he got around me, he set up a run, and I mean, I mean, yeah, you know when to race and whatnot, but I just felt like whenever he got that big run coming up off of 2, and he went down into to the inside of 3 and 4, I did not feel good running the top in 3 and 4, the second lane, whatever. So I'm
Mhm.
not trying to bounce my truck off the wall. I'm trying to get me a good finish also. So I mean, I basically conceded that spot. Same thing with Tommy, let him go also. But I when Fuller got around me, I was able to keep pace with him for a few laps. Like, oh man, dude, I might be able to get back by him. Maybe he did burn up his stuff.
Right.
But then Fuller does what Fuller does, and he started gapping me. And yeah, 1.4 seconds isn't bad. I mean, it's not good, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, we'll eventually get him. Uh, he's just so good at these freaking trucks, man. And
Mhm.
I mean, he's good at every damn thing he freaking races in this league. But hey, man, we'll figure it out. I feel like I got beat by top 3. Started first, led a crap load of laps. I'm gonna, I'm gonna be watching that race back here in a few minutes when I climb into bed. And I tell you what, dude, I am amped up to see that restart. What that lap 19, 18, whatever restart, 21
Mhm.
restart where I was juking and jiving. I mean, it's like I mean, once I got to the lead there, I was like, oh, dude, this is gonna be nice, man. I'm gonna give these guys all the dirty air they can handle, and we're gonna set sail. But like I said, man, Justin's good at being fast and saving tires, same as Tommy. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I was kind of pulling for Tommy a little bit. I thought he was gonna be able to get him, but I'm just tired of that damn starting first and Justin winning crap. We need to figure something out about that.
Well, you do have 4 pole positions in the race, and he does have 4 wins.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, that is a terrible statistic. Like god awful bad. But nah, man, he's just really really good, man. He's
It
good
is.
at these trucks, and like I said, man, whenever you beat him, you feel like you've done something. So we'll get it all figured out, ironed out. Like I said, man, I let the slowest guy tonight scare me, and when I saw that he short pitted, I had to get on pit road and behind him, and once I disposed of David pretty quick there, after that cycle, I was like, man, I should have waited a couple more laps. Maybe I could have had something for Fuller and Tommy there at the end.
It'd been crazy. It'd been crazy to see it work out. Colby,
Oh
thank you
yeah,
for the like.
yeah.
Colby, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Man. All right, Jorgensen. I'm sick as a dog, brother. I'm gonna let you give your shout
Oh,
outs. Oh yeah, no. We've been going through chemo, brother. And yesterday's session makes today feel like crap. So
oh man. Well, we're definitely gonna be thinking about you, Jason. But hey, man, first and foremost, everybody over here at SIM500, the admins putting this on, giving us a place to call home, race, just about every night of the week, just about 4 nights a week. Love these guys a lot. Glad that Joey's kept up with me over the years. Jason, you at Signature Esports, man. Tell you what, everybody watching, love them, like them, share them, follow them, whatever. But here in a couple minutes when I climb up, right next to that smoking hot wife of mine, I'm gonna play it back, and about the time where Fuller gets around to pass me for the lead, the win, whatever, we're gonna shut her down. I ain't trying to let the wife see Justin come to the checkers first, but no, man, I can't wait to go back and just watch it back, Jason. I mean, you do a tremendous job. Uh, man, uh, John Fowler, Complete Graphics, for painting this old truck of mine. I mean, he does a good job. I mean, just guys that how to do it, Jason. The admins here, you and the broadcast, John for painting this truck. I mean, just y'all guys that put this on and do this type stuff. I just greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, man. I can't say it enough. All the guys in Discord, we got Joey. I mean, Joey with the stellar qualifying. I think he qualified top 10, man. That's badass for him, man. Joe Hudson. We got Logan Kogar, Brent Scott. We got Doug Sigmund. I'm probably going to be missing quite a few of them, man. I feel like we got a pretty big Discord group, and man, the guys are just real chill, man. There's a up, and then there's a time to focus and race, and there's not a whole lot of chatter and whatnot when we're running, trying to focus, and I like that, man. And huge congrats to Justin again for the win. Oh man, what else? Who else? Man, I can't think of anything, man. I feel like I'm forgetting some people, but hey, it happens. But
WBD
I don't know.
Diecast.
Oh my goodness, Wesley Donaldson, WBD Diecast, for sponsoring our truck series here at SIM500. I knew I was forgetting the biggest key part, but no, I appreciate what you do for us, Wesley. I've heard that I guess the champion gets like a little diecast of his truck or whatever. Hopefully it's the 88 machine. If I got to start stuffing Fuller in the fence, it is what it is. Sorry, Fuller, you know how it is, man. I'm trying to win me a championship, but man, I think that's about it. Where are we right? I tell you what,
Lime
cannot
Rock
wait
Park,
till
sir.
next week. I'll tell you what, man, I can't wait to get there. I'll tell you what, these guys better start practicing now, man. I'm looking forward to that. I love road courses. Should be a fun race. I cannot wait, man. It's gonna be a blast. Something different, man. It's nice to go to these different tracks, and there's guys that are really good at road courses, not so much oval. Vice versa, there's guys that are really good at ovals and not so much road courses. So it lets a lot of other guys shine for a little bit. But definitely looking forward to getting there. We're gonna be fast. We're gonna give them hell, and we'll see how it all shakes out.
Hopefully everybody shakes and bakes. I liked Lime Rock Park on the officials, man. It was a lot of fun to run when we went there a couple of weeks ago. So, hopefully you guys will enjoy the racetrack as well. Fuller said it best though. One tire off the grass, and you're going to go see the tulips.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. But we'll be good there. We'll be putting in some work and figuring that track out. I mean, I've raced there a couple times and whatnot, but it's been a while since I've done anything there with the truck. But we'll get it all figured out, and we'll be good come race time. You know how it is on these road courses, Jason. You just got to make it through the first corner, first couple of laps, settled in, and just set sail. So we'll see what we can do, and we'll see if we can obviously I want to get top 3 so I can talk to you. Hopefully I can finish first, so second and third get to listen to my 2 you and it's gonna happen. Yeah, you just wait, it'll happen. And rightfully so. But Jason, it's always a blast talking to you, man. I hope you get better. Hate to hear that you're sick, under the weather. What's going on with that? And man, we'll be praying for you, brother.
Oh man, this is like 11 straight weeks of chemo. So
oh wow,
we're off to a great start. And
yeah,
the body is telling me no. So
yeah, it happens.
Normally I have the session in the Tuesday morning, but had to have it yesterday evening. So normally if I have a Tuesday morning, I have all day for my body to acclimate, and I just sleep at night, right?
Right.
I had it late yesterday afternoon, so all of that as I slept hit me this morning. Tell you what.
Oh wow.
And then they upped the dose yesterday too, so like everything is just. Don't wish this evil on anybody, Ricky Bobby. Okay.
Right.
So, we're doing what we can. But our marathon stream's still going.
We're pulling for you. We're praying for you. Hopefully everything. Hopefully you start doing better, man. And man, I tell you what, man, to go through chemo and to be up there in the booth calling this race, man. I tell you what, you're a tough son of a bee, man. And I appreciate it, Jason. Like I said, man, I love what you do. I love talking to you. I know I get long-winded and I can my own interview now, but dude, it's still a blast to talk to you and cut up. And that's one of the things I look forward to. Every time that Signature Esports is broadcasting one of our races, just to be able to, obviously I want to win, right? But if I can't win, it's like, okay, well, I just want to finish top 3 so I can talk to you. I have a great time talking to you. I know there's a lot of people still watching. I'm sure they're probably saying, God dang, dude, will this guy shut up and whatnot? But, I just look forward to it, man. You know, I'm a talk, and everybody knows that. I have a good time with it. You know, it's fun stuff.
Everybody loves. I get DMs about. We love this guy. We love this guy. There's nothing. There's no. There's no. Unless they're waiting on you from first. There's usually no DMs about interviews. It's usually.
Well, I tell you what, you know, them guys that finish. Right, you know, them guys that finish second and third, you know, it just gives them something to try harder next time to win. So, you know, they ain't got to sit through my little 2-hour interview, but it's all for good fun, right? And
I love your interviews. I tell people that you and I say this time and time again, you have the most energy of any driver that I interview, and you know, we can joke about it all day long, but you know where you're going with your race, and you
right.
You have that I call it the Sheldon memory, right? You've got that recap in your head of what you were trying to do, why you were trying to do it, and
Yep.
you know, it just poses for a great interview. So I like it.
I mean, it's fun. It's a blast, man. Like I said, I like to talk, man. I appreciate it. You know, yeah, I know I get long winded sometimes, and some of the guys to me kind of cut up. And it's fun, guys. You know, the next race, whatever they say, their little 2 cents. You know, they're just joking, cutting up, having fun, man. I smile and grin, man. I just eat it up. It's fun times, but hey, man, you know, Justin and Tommy, they got their interviews out of the way pretty quick. And like I said, I'm sure they're sawing logs, you know, and all that good stuff. But you know, we'll be there here in a few minutes. Like I said, I got a little bit left to do, and we're gonna climb into bed, and we're gonna play it back, and we're gonna. I mean, I tell you what a badass race, man. You know, went green from what lap 21 all the way to the end. So just a phenomenal job to the guys league, right? You know, kept it green. Few scary moments here and there, but you know, there was some strategy. Everything worked out. Jason, we finished top 3, man. So, you know, that's, hey, you know, we had a couple rough races. You know, Talladega last week, you know, I got scared thinking that I wasn't going to make it to the end on fuel. So I pitted and I finished, you know, basically P last. And then, you know, the week prior, I got, you know, in a wreck or whatever. But, you know, it's nice to start finishing where I feel like I should. So, yeah, you know, we'll get it turned around, and we'll see if we can't click off some wins pretty soon.
You'll knock it out of the park, brother. Everybody's due. You and Tommy are both due. So,
right.
You guys get out there and have some fun with it. Mark, always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Tell the missus I said hello. And
absolutely.
We'll chat at you later, man.
Thank you, sir. Take care. We'll holler at you.
That's the 88 coming on P3 tonight. And we love the man. We love him. Y'all don't understand how like his energy fires me up. You know what I mean? Let him go. Same thing with Justin and his race knowledge of his truck and just what he can do with the truck. Tommy just do and has always has good long run pace. He's like in other leagues where you hear me talk about RB wanting a good long run. Same thing with Tommy Ryan. They're both the tire whisperers of certain of the 2 leagues that we kind of intermingle with here. The 3 leagues. Sorry, Chop Shop, Amp Racing, and then of course SIM500. But I'm good to be able to get in. I'm glad to be able to connect everybody. You know, I know that kind of don't. I don't feel good, and things are just getting progressively more and more worse. But I'm gonna keep calling races. I'm gonna keep doing it, and it's, you know, part of it's because they pay me to do it, but the other part of it's because I enjoy it. Tonight was a good race, even if this had a bunch of cautions in it. It's my favorite track, and I've seen this track run really, really, really well, like tonight. And then I've seen it run really, really, really bad, and I still call the race, and I still have fun with it. Same with just racing in general. I'm a huge fan of NASCAR, and being able to emulate that on a simulator that I enjoy is a ton of fun. So, but I do love everything that it is gaming. So, you know, we keep enjoying it. Thank you to WBD Diecast. Thank you to, of course, SIM500, and thank you to all the sponsors, partners, affiliates. Thank you to Matt Allen. I didn't talk about Matt Allen at all tonight. Apologies to Matt. Go check out his Twitch channel for me, please. Thank you to Chop Chop Racing. Thank you to Lunatic Designs. Thank you, of course, and always to everybody who puts the time, energy, and everything into helping me continue to go. Twitch, you're going to stay live. Facebook, YouTube, check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/signature esports. That's where Marathon continues to go, even whenever it doesn't want to. Just have 400 and some hours left, whatever it is. It's a ton of fun. So be good, be safe, be kind of one of the sport factor of life, and please make sure that you, hold your loved ones close, and make sure you kiss your babies, call your mom, call your dad, tell everybody how important they are to you. We see you soon.